Good morning. This is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutloud.com. Today is Thursday, October 6th. It is 9 a.m. Welcome to the pre-market game plan for major future indices, gold and oil. In front of us, we have a chart of NQ, and as usual, this is the hourly chart. And the price got rejected from this resistance area at 48.80. Let me remind you that we have been trading in this range with support at 48.36 and resistance at about 48.90 for the last 7 trading sessions. So obviously we have a strong resistance area above. However, our tops have been rising, so we are still in a bullish market environment, so any pullbacks would be viable. However, we're looking to scalp short and long. So what I see in the market for today and what I see for NQ today is that the price got rejected from a secondary resistance area at 48.80. It got pushed back down right through the first level of support at 48.70, and it came back down right here into 48.61 where it formed another area of support. Right now the price is getting rejected once again from this area of 48.71, even from 48.68, and it's trying to challenge again the 48.64 area. If this area is going to be rejected, I will look for more downside all the way into 48.55, 48.50, 48.40, and even all the way into 48.30 area. My last area would be 48.20. So the overnight conditions from the London session were not favorable for price, and price declined starting at 5 a.m. That was the big push to the downside, and that was the big trigger to the downside. However, I will be bullish only, and this is only if we trade above 48.70. 48.70, 48.71, even 48.72. This is going to be my bullish area. The more we maintain price, the more we stay below this 48.70 area, I will be more bearish inclined than bullish. Once price is gonna travel into 48.72 area, I will look for long potential candidate for long potential trades within this area. My target's 48.80, and I'm gonna go once again for this high right here of 48.88. And if we have enough catalyst behind the move, then 48.92.25, which is the prior high that was set back in September 22nd. So not a lot of things going on right now, so the momentum is quite slow in NQ. For this moment, it's better to wait it off a little bit in NQ, so this is definitely not one of my favorite trades so far. Let's take a look at YM. YM had a really nice push to the upside yesterday, right into this resistance area at 18 to 30, from which it sold off very close to the New York session close. It stabilized, so price stabilized at this price level at about 18,200, fell a little below, tested the support area at 18,180, went back up again and declined. So yesterday we were, and the day before yesterday, we were more inclined into shorting YM. However, if price remains stable in this area at 18,156, this can be considered a long only over 18,182. If it breaks 18,182, I will look for follow through to the upside into 18,200, 18,220, and even into 18,250. If the price is not going to hold this 18,158 area, and if the price is going to get once again rejected from this resistance area at 18,181, I will look for more downside into 18,150, 18,125, and 18,100. On extreme weakness, I will even look for more downside all the way to 18,050. So it all depends on the New York session open at 9:30. We're continuing with ES. ES had a really nice rally yesterday, not as nice as YM, not as solid as YM, and it started to sell off in the overnight session. So it didn't really have that pop that NQ had. It really didn't have that stabilization like YM had, and it was weaker. So actually, ES is right now pulling all the other indices lower with it. So if we should get a bearish environment throughout the day today, we will look at ES for short. ES has formed a resistance cap at 2151, and if we break below this 2148, we can look for more downside all the way into this congestion area at 2143, 2140, and even into this support area at 2136. I don't see an upside in ES, so this is only going to be bearish biased. If we're going to have a more dynamic move to the upside, I would shift my attention to YM, to E-mini Dow. GC continues to fall. So we're going to take a look at the chart in gold. GC continues to fall. Throughout the session, so yesterday had, again, another move down. It stabilized in the early extension hours all the way until 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, when it started to drift lower, testing the prior support area at 1265. It found again resistance at 1270, price at which got rejected, and we're getting a follow through to the downside. Now, be very careful into shorting GC right here, because it has a lot of resistance at 1256. So this is a very, very strong support area, and it also has support at 1254. So this can form a double bottom formation from which price can bounce. So you are going to expect some profit taking throughout these prices. Let's take a look at CL. Oil has been going higher. So yesterday we had the oil numbers that came in at 10 o'clock, created the flurry, created actually a very violent flurry to the downside, and then continued to the upside. It consolidated in early extension hours in the Asian session. The price was drawn to the downside, retesting the prior support area at 49.33, and erased the prior hourly bar that was formed at 3 o'clock, and the move started to correct and continue higher. Like I've mentioned yesterday, the target was $50, and it came very close to $50. It actually made a high at $49.97. It is looking higher, and it looks for the next target area is going to be 50.50. I'm looking at the daily chart. It has follow through all the way to 51 and 51.50. So this is looking very bullish. And actually today, I will be looking in CL. Right now it's retracing. If we're getting a retracement all the way to $50, I will look for this area to see if it's going to pull back into this area, test this area, and then continue higher. And like I said, I have my targets all set into 50.50, 50.75, 50.95, and so on. So I'm just waiting for the pullback. It's I'm looking at the 2-minute chart right now, and it's creating a pullback into that zone. So again, today it's going to be a very, very sloppy day to trade. It's not going to be one of those easy days to trade. So be very careful in trading today's market. Before I sign off, I want to remind you that we have another Power Income Futures day trading class that is scheduled on October 15th through the 21st. We have two classes. We have 2 days, 15th and 16th, with comprehensive education classes. We have a structured approach to trading futures where we teach all our strategies. And from the 17th to the 21st, we have the trading lab where we get to put everything together and trade live with you. for 2 hours from 9 a.m. To 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for listening to today's video, and I hope to see you tomorrow morning. Thank you.